So I may be outside, but it's gorgeous. I got that second sleeping bag, and it made all the difference in the world. Though, and it wasn't even that cold last night, but uh, I've got to get a cot. I've got to get up off the ground. I used cardboard, which actually worked very well, and I really should have had something reflective underneath of it. But I got started late, and cardboard is something you use once, pitch it, and there's plenty more. It's something very sustainable. Don't have to carry it around all day. And it actually held up very well. It got snowed on. I got snowed on. But the second sleeping bag, the hot hands were also extremely important after about 3 hours. I didn't get as much sleep as I needed, but I got to lay flat, and that helped a lot. I'm basically, I don't know how to explain it. Mikayla Raines was a medicine woman just like me. She was gifted. She was a prodigy. She has parked her spirit right next to me, and she's given me strength, and we are going to do this together. I don't have any anxiety. I don't really have any depression. I'm very motivated. But this is very expensive. I can't prepare my own food, so it's not like I can mostly eat at the grocery store. I'm eating out mostly, and of course it's the same thing over and over again, but and really not where I want to. It's not really where I want to spend money, but despite the corporation's iniquities, the actual staff is really awesome, and they're really very accommodating and non-judgmental. I mean, there was one guy who was being a jackass, but I think he's really just sucking up to corporate, probably because of his status. And I'm cool with that. If that's what he needs to do, you do what you got to do, brother. But everybody else is very, very generous and forgiving and accommodating, and even offered to throw out these idiotic PIs. They're like, if you ever don't feel safe, tell us. And I think that probably came from corporate. I think that they really are trying to separate themselves. Yeah, there's a discrimination claim against them. It is not anywhere near as serious as Cronin's. And I think they're really wanting to distance themselves from Cronin and the violence by Epstein's partners in crime, including my ex-boyfriend and employer, who's one of Dershowitz's unofficial partners. So I'm going to rest today, and then tomorrow I got to go fly a sign because I've got to keep the hot hands. I had 6 of them going last night, and I had two in my socks, 2 in my front pockets, and then 2 in my gloves, one in each glove. And that with the sleeping bag and the sleeping bags, that kept me quite warm. I was able to sleep quite comfortably but it wasn't that cold last night either. I'm definitely going to have to. I got some extreme cold weather tape. I will probably have to build tape together some sort of structure for colder weather that I can open and close. And the good news is cardboard, pitch it, throw it right in the recycling, take the pieces out of the recycling bin, tape it together. It's not going to take a lot of tape if you get big boxes. And then when you're done, pick it up, throw it right back in the recycling bin. Boom. No having to buy a tent. The only thing is you're very limited as to what you can do. You can't put a heating source in there. You can't put... If I had a spot where I could do something permanent, sure, but I'm really not trying to look for one. I've had my permanent spot that I built up, and that's where my kids are, and that's where I'm trying to get back to. And so, yeah, I'm going to get my emails out to McAfee, and I'm basically going to forward her what I sent everybody yesterday, how they basically admitted to that the military elite and Iran-Contra's elite are forcing them to kill me and falsify records with false criminal allegations against me and my father, so they can go then the military elite can pin once they pin the body on him with their fictional records as tax exempt organizations partnered with the police and the sheriff's department. Then they can go kill dad, and oh yeah, we'll get you a bus so you can go help your dad. You're cops. I shouldn't have to travel all the way down. So anyway, I don't think, and I'm playing them like a Stradivarius, and they're really going along with this. They're excited about this. Paul Dragon was jumping up and down like, yeah, you got it, this is it, this is the story we're going to go with. Okay, now you're stuck with it, Mr. Dragon. All y'all are stuck with that. That's the story you want to run with. But good news is it gives you an out, but you got to act on it. You got to... If you're all victims, I strongly suggest you get on the phone with the state police, and if you're victims of the police who has Homeland Security Protective Services, Weinberger and Goldwater's in cahoots through that police at the federal and city level, then I strongly suggest you call the sheriff, the state police, the attorney general, the governor. If you think they're corrupt, Bernie Sanders, Becca Ballant, both of them are on oversight committees doing oversight on the financial and other stuff. And if you don't, I've watched you guys stick together to make sure I don't get victim services or any type of housing. I'm sleeping outside in the fucking snow with stage 4 cancer. That was deliberately accelerated. It's not like the cancer's organic. It was deliberately accelerated and still rapidly metastasizing. It's still causing renal failure and collapsed lungs and all kinds of other crap.